Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we are going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, I had to cut the episode a bit short. Ooh, I had forgotten some loot. Well, don't mind if I do. I had to cut the episode a bit short. Had to do my duty as a dad, and son was having some night terrors, and those are never fun. So, we had cleared out this warehouse of House Dominel enforcers, and we had helped Mr. Verzano, much to the Paladin Pangolina's chagrin. So let's be about it then. Let's continue on. My goodness, I cannot speak today. Let me get my bearings and let's see what thing we have to do next. So open up our journal. Tasks. Heritage Hill, clandestine cargo. We go to Brackenbury. Okay, there's that. Travel with Ader. Okay, so we have to do stuff for people there so we can get into the archives. Okay, can't do that. Built to last. Doing named empty house on the northern end of the district, so that's what we shall do. So let's go ahead and see what we can see.
This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe, but the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, eh?
I never return empty-handed.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Durance is going to be just, stepping on people's toes. Or singeing them, whichever the case may be. Okay, what do we got here? Can't steal any of this. Oh, okay, I guess we can't go in. This is not the house we were looking for. Was it northeastern or northwestern? I think it was northwestern, but I can't be certain. Well, either way, we can check the journal again. Okay. Let's scroll back down. Cinders. Built to last. Empty house on the northern end of the district. So, okay, so we just have to search through some of these houses over here. Wonderfullies. So how are you guys doing? How are y'all doing? I am doing absolutely wonderfully. I wonder if we can talk with this guy. Nope. Hiccup. He's drunk. I'm doing, wonderfully. I got to meet my niece, and that was awesome. She is so small and cute and cuddly, and it's amazing. I couldn't be happier that I got to meet her. It's pretty awesome stuff. The door's closed. Dodwina. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed, but not in matched gear like the Crucible Knights. At the center of the group, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You've got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this was just your scratch work? It's nothing, I promise. Just my notes. You hear a painful smack as the woman backhands her captive. We know you were meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think they are the only ones with power in this city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. A nudge from one of her men. The woman turns and sees you watching. Her eyes narrow. You shouldn't be here. What's going on here? She tightens her grip on the flail. Nothing you need to know about. Okay, well, I tried to be nice. I really did. But I don't think you guys are going to let me be nice, so... Okay, let's get Itumas in here as well. Okay, now... You guys are going to be ganging up on this guy. Get back your bow. Okay. wonderful. Alright, Ader, I want you to have your armor up. Well, ooh, okay. Swift strikes, because we have that wound here. It's Itumask. He can't really do much of anything. Okay, cool. We can, however... I don't even think we need to, there we go. Yeah, I don't even think we need to use Kana's chance. Okay. This person out. And there we go. Fiona's face is covered in bruises, and her eyes wide with shock and relief. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Rapid hitching breaths punctuate her words. I was sure they were going to kill me. She wipes a tear from her cheek, wincing as her knuckle grazes a bruise. What happened here? I thought I was coming here to meet my friend from the Republics. It looks like I walked into a trap. She shakes her head. The dozens must have been watching me for a while. I'd been working on a special project for the Crucible Knights, and they weren't exactly subtle about contacting me. Tell me about yourself. I studied animancy in Ozia back in the Valian Republics. I came to Defiance Bay to research local advances, but instead of going to Brackenbury Sanitarium, I found a position as a scrivener at the Temple of Whale. I've had access to many rare manuscripts that most animancers never see. She shrugs. Of course, I've had to keep my head down. I've been careful not to let the head librarian or my colleagues know what I've been working on. About this project. It deals with a rather rare branch of animancy. No offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander Cliver's permission. He commissioned it, after all. She laughs nervously. As you can see, the trouble a little indiscretion has gotten me into. Let's get out of here. She gnaws on a split lip. Commander Cliver of the Crucible Knights is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him? I'd kept it with me to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, but you can see how well that worked out. She nods at Dodwina's corpse. She took it from me when I arrived. She takes a deep breath. Anyhow, don't wait on me. I can make my own way out of here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... Ooh, Dodwina the Mercenary. Aru Becker. +1 move speed. That's useful. +10 deflection against ranged attacks. This might be going on Sagani. Cool. Arrow Breaker. Aru Brecker. Cool. And Viana's Research. These pages contain research for Gwithan techniques for imbuing matter with essence. Okay, cool. Got a fine flail. Okay. Get more of that.
Sure.
Wonderful. Okay. I actually think we can take that. Yes, we can. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and get that. I'm a little bit hesitant to give the research to the Crucible Knights, but let's see what happens. Who knows? Maybe it might be okay. But yeah, I'm doing wonderfully. I might be getting some artwork commissioned for the channel, which also would be very nice. And I also am sort of starting to feel my way around maybe possibly, I know that's a lot of qualifiers, maybe possibly getting some music commissioned for the channel as well. Once I get those two things out of the way, then of course I will need some editing software. That way I can put the art and the music into my videos, and hopefully that should make things a little bit more entertaining for all of you. Which I certainly hope. Let me get one more, I want to check right through here again. Okay, Crucible Keep. That's what I need to do. Let's see. Heritage. No, Clandestine Cargo. Brackenbury Sanitarium is where I want to go. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to bring the scepter pieces to Nans and get those out of the way. Might mean a pretty good item for one of our magic users. Who knows? It's been a while since I've played this portion, so let's be about it. Animancers. Diddly-doo-dee-doo, diddly-doo-dee-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo-dee-doo-doo. Okay. Noble Oddmer. Verna. Head Warden. Sanitarium Guard. Is there anybody in here worth talking? Nans! There we go.
Hello.
An elderly woman peruses the shelves with a quickness and an energy that belie her age. I'm afraid I don't practice anymore, child. Too busy with my research. I'd like to know more about the sanitarium. It's the official center of animancy in Defiance Bay. Founded in 2729. And before you get saucy, no, I wasn't around at the time. It was built to treat ailments of the mind and soul. Important a sort of place to have in a growing city. But its construction marked the end of the animancy slowdown that followed the Belreach accident. The Belreach accident. What? She shakes her head. A terrible setback for the discipline. A researcher working outside the Bale Marsh shattered the souls of a dozen volunteers. Her voice lowers to a growl. Of course, I'll never know exactly what went wrong because the mob tore him to pieces. This mishap bears some of the blame for the slower pace of research in the 2.5 decades that followed, but it also helped concentrate practicing animancers here in Defiance Bay. Nans regards you with bright, intelligent eyes. Can I help you with something else? What do you do here? I'm an animancer. I used to venture on all kinds of underfunded and ill-fated trips out of the expedition hall when I was your age, but lately, I found research better suited to my current pace. She pats a creaking knee and laughs. Imatol sent me. He said you'd be interested in the scepter pieces we found. That chatty old fishwife's been blabbing about me, I see. She laughs and rolls her eyes. Never trust your secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. Anyway, let's see what you've got. Nans examines the scepter, her eyes hooded by a crinkled flesh. Matilda told you true. I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valuable as he may have led you to believe. She steals a glance at your face, but her fingers tighten around the piece in her hands. I'll take it off you for 500. Nonsense. This could easily be repaired by someone with proper skills. No. Her eyes flash under their sagging lids. I've got the skills all right, and you know more than the average relic hunter, I see. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy. Expensive alchemy. I've got to soak the broken ends in a fiend's blood compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. She eyes you. I could do it to the tune of 1,800 pans. I'm giving you a rare opportunity to work with an Anguithan scepter. Surely you can bring the price down. Perhaps if you want to bargain and haggle with every dragon blood vendor and imp horn merchant in the city. She puffs her sagging cheeks. Very well, you can have the satisfaction of working an old woman to an early grave for 1,500. 1,500 it is. Okay. I'll expect you'll want to watch and see what your money's that your money's put to good use. Better get comfortable then. She lays out an array of powders, potions, and other obscure ingredients on her desk. After what feels like hours, she returns to the main hall with you and presents the scepter. Looking at it, you never know it had been broken in the first place. This may be the finest work I've ever done, if I may say so, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. Examining a piece like this is a dream come true for someone in my field. She gazes at it wistfully. Take good care of it. Farewell. Well, there we go. What do we... Oh, wait, right, we got forgiveness, which is a nice pistol we can slap onto him. Okay. Ulbrich. Okay, where did that... Okay, task completed, clandestine cargo. Let's get that scroll thing out of the way. Okay. let's go ahead and shuffle around some equipment. Engwithan's Scepter, 11 to 17. Let's see what we have here. 11 to 17, 11 to... Nah. Okay. It's a stiletto. No. Okay. Let's take a look at the armor real quick. So I know we picked Aru Breaker. Era Breaker. That's hide armor 9. Unique heavy armor. Oh. Well, let's give her that. Let's take a look at the folks who can wear heavy armor. Okay. Brigandine. Let's give that to Kana. That should work out well. Alrighty. Now, we have a choice. We could go to that district that nobody wants to go to, or we could go to the Crucible Knights. I'm leaning towards the Crucible Knights, so that's what we shall do. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to get rid of all of the stuff we can possibly get rid of, and then we shall go to Heritage Hill. I think we're actually coming up here on the end of the episode. No, we still got a few more. We still got a few more minutes left. Why not? Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can see inside the keep. It sometimes is a little bit interesting to sort of manage your time between being a parent and playing games and everything. I mean, I've said it before on previous episodes, but it always bears repeating. It does require a bit of juggling and a certain amount of adjustments, too. I mean, I certainly wouldn't trade what's been, like, being a parent for all the world. It's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. But it is an adjustment, and well, there you go. What? Why are you going that way? I always like putting the horned helm on Durance just because it makes him look like Tim from Monty Python. Okay, Commander Cliver. Have you found that Valian yet? Dunstan needs her research. I've got Vienna's notes. He nods. Well done. Bring them to Dunstan at once. When you've finished, I may have more work for you. Okay, well, okay. I wish I could have just said that, okay, when you get the notes, go ahead and just bring it to Dunstan right off hand. But, okay, well, there we go. Oh, me oh my. But yeah, being a parent and whatnot, it's an adjustment, but it's one of those things that you grow into. It's definitely not an issue. Commander Cliver said you're working with an animancer to build the Forge Knight.
So much for his talk of secrecy. I'm building Cleaver's metal warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
Dunstan massages his temples, leaving soot streaks on the side of his face. He shrugs and shakes his head. How are you creating these Forge Knights? Suits of armor and souls. Cliver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we can fill them with some poor sod's essence. He wipes his shining brow. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing the armor with a soul won't be that hard. But that's not what bothers me. And you need Vienna's research to complete them? She's been working out a method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process just right is critical. He holds up one hand. Bind the souls too tightly, and you get something like those flesh constructs at the sanitarium. Barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. He raises his other hand, but bind them too loosely and they'll be too self-aware for their own good. Mad killers and metal bodies. Do you disagree with Cliver about the Forge Knights? I disagree with him on near about everything, and this is no exception. These Forge Knights won't solve our manpower problem. He calls them what he wants, but they aren't knights. Doesn't take you to Mac's nose to smell trouble here. A group that can't stand together is headed for a fall. He folds his arms and looks at the ground. And don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he's bought to power the Forge Knights, Cliver keeps telling himself that they came from willing donors, but he knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through less than legal channels. We should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. Enough about the Forge Knights. If only. Give him the research!
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
You don't sound too happy about this. I'm not, and I'm surprised that someone as compassionate as you is going along with it. I've made it clear to Kyver that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this, it's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cliver's given me his orders, so I've got to build these things as best I can. Anyway, Cliver's told me told me I'm to sell you any arms or armor you might want. You won't find any better anywhere in Defiance Bay, I can promise you that.
Now, time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
He turns the forge, hammer in hand. He takes a polished breastplate and goes to work. Built
I'll be
to
damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Show me what you have for sale. Okay, the White Spire. Estoc, two-handed. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Let's see what else we got. Heldrick's coat. Ooh, freeze-proof, sturdy. Cool, 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 cool. Shod in Faith, the Forge Master's gloves. Ooh. Wonderful. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay. Well, we are going to call that an... Oh, actually, wait. First, let's go ahead and see. Taxes collected. All earnings were lost to bandits. Oh, that's no good. Are we working on something? Oh, finish in 21 hours. Yeah, curtain wall. Oh, well. Okay, well, that's the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button or give me some feedback if you prefer. Of course, if you enjoy my other videos, then a subscription to the channel would also be most amazing. As always, it's great to see you here at the Fox Inn. I hope you come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Pillars of Eternity. Alrighty, y'all take care now. Bye.